Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you are doing great. In this video, I'm going to share some amazing books for Arabic learner. At the very beginning of my Arabic learning journey, I started with these books. Like me, if you also plan to start learning Arabic, then I would highly recommend you to start with these books. We know that there are plenty of books out there for Arabic learner and they maintained the thorough quality of them. So the books I'm going to share today, they are not the only good books in the world, but as I got the tremendous benefits from reading them, that's why I believe this can be an awesome collection of Arabic primary books for the learner. Then let's get started. My first book is Al-Arabiyatul nashiyin. When I planned to learn Arabic, I went for many books, but it wasn't comfortable enough to cope up with them all. There were, I believe, some reasons why I couldn't cope up. And I think the main reason was my taste. At the very beginning, you must go through a number of books. Among those books, you need to figure out that which book you feel like to take taste of. Secondly, I choose very hard contents which dragged me to complete hardship. For example, when I was at my first semester of the university, I was nothing but a donkey in Arabic, and I generally asked a lot of people who were experienced in Arabic about some books. Most of them recommended me to read newspaper and magazines daily, not even realizing what is my condition in Arabic. Though they were completely correct on their position, but the situation I was in, it's like I wasn't capable enough to even read the headline of the newspaper correctly. So choosing easy contents is very much important. Next thing I want to say is taste. You must understand your taste. You need to eat according to your taste. Whatever you feel like to read, history, story, daily life, conversation, etc. However, as I have already mentioned, my first book that I started with is Al-Arabiyatu nashiyin. This book starts with basic understanding of how sentences are structured in Arabic and the components that constitute sentences. It's like just teaching a baby. Very simple words have been used, and anyone can enjoy reading this book. And earlier, the stuff I was saying is taste. You can actually get all sort of taste from this book. And the lesson it included, it's like very much related to our practical life. On the other hand, the best side of this book is through this book you can learn a lot about Islamic history, general knowledge, contribution of the Muslim to the world. And you will also learn advice and motivation for the students and many other interesting subjects in a simple language. However, this book has 6 units total, min al-juz al-awwal ila al-juz al-sadis, and every single unit comprises around 250 pages, and all the units are arranged with various lessons which will help its learner to develop the 4 skills gradually. Alongside its lessons, if learner pay his full attention to the exercise parts of this book, then within no time, I believe he will feel immense confidence in him for Arabic, inshallah ta'ala. You will find the link of the book and the books I'm going to share in description below. So my first book is Al-Arabiyatul Nashiyin. The writer of my second book is Sayyid Abul Hassan Ali Nadvi from India. Oh my god, this is a huge name and motivation for the folks who love to learn Arabic. This is truly a wonder how a non-native Arabian can write a book in Arabic in such a way. This is truly a wonder. So the book of this thorough writer I'm going to recommend you in the next is Qiratur Rashidah. Allahu Akbar. This is a great book for the learner who loves to face varieties of words in their reading. You will actually learn those words that related to different subject matters. For instance, there is a chapter about train in this book. In that lesson, honorable writer tried to cover all the words related to train. So you don't need to go to anywhere to learn any specific words related to train. However, it has around 110 lessons uh, in it. Apart from that, he tried to keep away all the typical method of learning in this book, tried to make it so creative, and you will never be bored during reading this even for a single moment, I believe, inshallah. So my second book is Qiratur Rashidah for you. Another book I would like to share with you guys is Kassasun Nabin. This is number 3. This book is also belong to Sayyid Abul Hassan Ali Nadvi. Actually, all the stories of our beloved prophets are covered in these books so simply and in an easy language. If you read this book diligently, then you will never know how are you storing words in your brain automatically, because these books are organized that way. Same words come several times, okay? As a result, a relationship between you and the vocabularies will be developed. However, the special side of this book is you will get a clear picture of our prophets' lives in it. He tried to brought almost all the Quranic verses related to the lives of our beloved prophets. So I wish you don't waste any further time to start reading this book. Last few are specifics for Bangladeshi people. I got a huge change in me while I was reading these books. They are the books which are specified by our Bangladeshi Madrasa Education Board. Yes, your guess is right. The Arabic books of class 1 to 12, which is Al-Arabiyatul Ittisasaliyah. 12 books, which is 12 complete gems, as it is written after huge research by some of the Arabic veterans. Hence, no doubt that improvements must come into students if they work hard on this. I know a man who is over 60 years old, and I know him personally. He went for many books at the very beginning of his Arabic journey, but no books actually worked out for him. So when he found these books and started reading them, he was like total change. He was like in total relief. And Alhamdulillah, finally he did it. He learned Arabic so well. Its best feature is these books will teach you with fun. After finishing a lesson, you will feel that something special must come in. That feeling will increase your appetite to go on. And after a certain time, you will feel that, Alhamdulillah, your basic is more better than your past. Before going, let me tell you one thing. I told you already the books you need to learn for Arabic. But one true thing is you will never get improvements if you don't stay under any of the teacher or mentor or person who is experienced in Arabic. Because this language is not like other 10 languages. It very much depends on its grammar. So the more you will be smart in its grammar, the more possibility of being skilled in Arabic language will be increased. So this is a suggestion from my side. Get a mentor, sit tightly, and start learning Arabic from day one. That's enough for today. See you again in the next. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.